Welcome to week 5. This is where we confront the silent killer of progress. Not trauma, not emotion, contradiction. This is the episode where people finally realize that they're fighting themselves. Why most people lose the war in their heads. Welcome to Talk Time in the Dojo with Ryan C. Sanders. Mental martial arts. Train your mind, protect your heart. Most people don't lose because they're weak. They lose because they're divided. One part wants growth, one part wants comfort. One part wants discipline, one part wants distraction. And when the mind is divided, progress bleeds out quietly. You say you want peace, but rehearse conflict. You say you want success, but avoid discomfort. You say you want love, but fear vulnerability. This is not hypocrisy. It's eternal conflict. And internal conflict drains more energy than eternal opposition ever could. There's a psychological term for this, cognitive dissonance. Michael Sherman calls it belief bias. It's the discomfort when you feel your beliefs and behaviors don't align. The mind hates inconsistency, so it resolves tension in one of two ways. It changes behavior or it changes the story. Most people change the story. I'll start next week. It's not that serious. This is just who I am. The story protects the ego, but it delays growth. I've experienced it. You have too. Knowing what to do and not doing it. That tension, that eternal negotiation, that's the war. It's not lack of information, it's lack of alignment. When behavior contradicts belief, the brain experiences what we call discomfort. That discomfort feels like stress, so the brain looks for relief. Relief is easier than discipline, duh. So instead of waking up early, you justify sleeping in. Instead of having the hard conversation, you rationalize silence. Instead of regulating emotion, you defend the outburst. And every time you choose comfort over congruence, the mind learns something dangerous. It learns that you don't mean what you say. Train your mind, protect your heart. Let's train. Let's train right now. Think about one goal you've delayed. Now ask yourself honestly, is it a lack of ability or a lack of alignment? Where are your behaviors contradicting your stated values? No shame, just clarity. Clarity is sharper than motivation. Inside every person are competing voices. The disciplined voice, the fearful voice, the wounded voice, the visionary voice. Mental martial arts is not about silencing voices. It's about leadership inside your own mind. Which voice gets authority? Like in the movie Inside Out, where all these emotions were trying to take over the control board. Because the loudest voice isn't always the wisest. There were seasons in my life where I said I wanted growth, but avoided the discomfort that growth required. That contradiction creates frustration. Frustration turns into self-criticism. Self-criticism turns into discouragement. Discouragement turns into withdrawal. And now you're not failing because of difficulty, you're failing because of division. Right in your own mind. Alignment is power. When your belief, your words, and your behavior match, something shifts. Confidence increases. Energy increases. Momentum builds. Why? Because the brain no longer has to reconcile contradiction. Integrity reduces internal friction. Period. This week's discipline is alignment audit. Write down one value you claim to hold. Then write down your daily behaviors. Do they match? If not, don't attack yourself. Adjust behaviors in small increments. Small alignment builds trust with yourself, and self-trust is the foundation of discipline. You don't need more information. You need more integration. You don't need louder motivation. You need quieter honesty. Most people lose the war in their head because they never choose a side. Choose the side of growth and reinforce it daily. So here's the question for this week. Where is your life out of alignment with your stated values? Sit with it. Correct it. Mental martial arts. Train your mind. Protect your heart. Week 5 exposes internal contradiction. Week 6, we escalate into self-sabotage, patterns, the hidden behaviors that protect old identities while pretending to pursue the new ones. I'll see you next week in the dojo. Get with it.
Mental martial arts. Train your mind, guard your heart. Yeah. Mental martial arts. Stop the pain before it starts. I look at myself and imagine me different, indifferent to different opinions of me. With this false sense of self, we gon' call that the ego. That's edging God out, now I know what to do. Perception's the base of reception that's equal to living and counting my blessings. I have retired from arguing and stressing, giving my peace when I should be investing. I'm no psychiatrist, I'm not a therapist. I'm just a sensei concerned about your where within. Concerned about the way that you think, cause ultimately that's all of us. This thing that we callin' in God, we trust, the generator of decisions. I learned to fight the enemy in me, and now I'm on a whole new mission. Mental martial arts. Train your mind, guard your heart. Yeah. Mental martial arts. Stop the pain before it starts. Mental martial arts. Train your mind, guard your heart. Yeah. Mental martial arts. Stop the pain before it starts. Join the program, get the book, do the work. Don't get shook, this is your life and you deserve it. We know things not pitch perfect, but you worth it nonetheless. Don't lose value feeding stress. Look at me, look at you, look at us. What are we doing? This is our world, now it is ruined. Time that we listen to Michael and look at the man in the mirror like, what you in fear of? False evidence that's just appearing real. You know, it's the truth. Just embrace what you feel. It's time to be real. Welcome to MMA. Mental martial arts, a better way of thinking. The world is so crazy we live in. I get it, but you can decide how we live in it. You could jump to conclusions and knock your precision, or weigh it all out, make a different decision. It's all up to you, that's the point of the dojo. No judgment, just training to fix up my mojo. Get with it. Mental martial arts. Train your mind, guard your heart. Yeah. Mental martial arts. Stop the pain before it starts. Mental martial arts. Train your mind, guard your heart. Yeah. Mental martial arts. Stop the pain before it starts.